reckless child. Arcade buzzing, electric fire, chasing scores higher, higher, higher. Pixel warriors on a glowing screen, 8-bit heroes in a crazy dream. Coins drop clinking like a metal song. Game over flash, but I'm still headstrong. Pixel warriors on a glowing screen, 8-bit heroes in a crazy dream. Coins drop clinking like a metal song. Game over flash, but I'm still headstrong. Push the button, hear the roar, fight the battle, craving more. Game of legends in my veins, pixelated dreams remain. High scores flashing in the midnight glow, silks and shred and set the tempo flow. Leather jackets and teased up hair, living legends, we don't care. Electric haze on the battle floor, digital ghosts knock at the door. One more life, it's do or die. Final level, reaching for the sky. Push the button, hear the roar, fight the battle, craving more. Game of legends in my veins, pixelated dreams remain. High scores flashing in the midnight glow, silks and shredding set the tempo flow. Leather jackets and teased up hair, living legends, we don't care. Electric haze on a battle floor, digital ghosts knock at the door. One more gun, one more life, trick haze. Push the button, hear the roar, fight the battle, craving more. Game of legends in my veins, pixelated dreams remain. Electric haze on a battlefield, digital ghosts knock at the door. One more life, it's do or die. Final level, reaching for the sky. Legends in my veins, pixelated dreams remain. Arcade buzzing, electric fire, chasing scores higher, 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 higher. Pixel warriors on a glowing screen.
Oh, hell yeah! The more things change, the more they stay 2K. This is that part where I would normally be ranting and raving and screaming and saying all sorts of profanity-laced things. I'm 3 beers in. All right. The reality is I just don't give a fuck anymore. My expectations have never reached the level of low that they are right now for this franchise. If you buy next year's game, STFU. I don't want to hear a word ever. Ever. Don't cry. Don't post. Don't complain. The only way we fix the problem is if everyone does not buy the game next year. That's it. Anything else, and you're going to take the island and shove it up your ass. And you deserve it. And it hopefully goes in there sideways with barbed wire wrapped around it. At this point, I am officially tapping out. I don't care if they put Creative Story back in. I'm out. You can put anything you want in. I'm out. Fuck you, 2K. Fuck you, 2K. The most incompetent douchebag fucking development team in the history of time. Bar none. Bar fucking none. You can't find people this clueless if you tried. They have great careers ahead of them as weather forecasters because they don't get shit right neither and keep a job. Unfucking believable. Now, for those of you that don't know what I'm referring to, and I'm laughing because at this point it's just comical. It really is. I mean, I have this mental picture of a bunch of them like chasing each other's dicks up their asses. I just, they're not game developers. They're not even, they're nothing. They're garbage. The people working, they're as effective at making a video game as Pam Bondi is when it comes to the Epstein case. Fucking incompetent. Stupid. But they'll keep their job. Don't worry about it. They'll be fine. They're going to keep their job. The job they shouldn't have in the first place. Okay. Latest patch does what it always does. Fixes a couple things, breaks everything else. Let me tell you, I wouldn't be laughing if I didn't just wrap up my series last week. I'm done with the IWF completely. I was planning to be done with the IWF. Then I start, dipping into these creations to see, okay, what's the actual damage? And oh boy. Oh boy. It's there. It's there. J-Rock's in the house. Yeah, dude, if it was 10%, it wouldn't be worth it. If they were selling it for $4.99, don't buy it. Walter Johnson is here. Retro's in the house. Well, it's not the patch, it's the problem, Retro. It's the After Effects. That's the problem. So, yeah, basically anything that had, and it's kind of weird. I haven't found any tattoos are pretty much gone. So if you put tattoos on a Creative Wrestler, or if you download one that has tattoos on it, case in point, Bam Bam Bigelow, worthless. Road Warriors with the face paint, worthless. And the tattoos, worthless. So I got to the point where I just deleted all of the universe mode. Because I have to delete all the downloaded figures for the most part. Not all of them, but the majority of them. Here's the good thing about having a lot of... Hold on a minute. Get away. The good thing about having a lot of old school content, people like Bob Backlund had no tattoos, had no logos. He's fine. Superfly Jimmy Snuka, but all those guys generally are perfectly fine. Now, it doesn't seem to have affected the logos on clothing, which I find that odd. It's pretty much tattoos. Prime time in the house. So we can dive in here real quick. So, like, Abdullah is perfectly fine. Doesn't really have tattoos or anything like that, but his, clothing has the logo still on the side there. That's all there. So, yeah, he's still okay. And then I was starting to get worried for a minute because I had just done, not only did I just do a newer version of Natty in her Bloodsport attire that is she still with the WWE? Because she's doing a lot of indie wrestling lately. Did I miss something? Is she gone? Well, anyway, she's got her Bloodsport gear, but now she had a gold version of it, and her jacket had a cool little logo called on the back of the jacket saying Low Key Legend. So I replicated that logo and put it on the jacket. And I thought all that shit, it's like I just wasted all the time. It's gone, but it's still there. So we can take a quick look at that. Unfortunately, her hair blocks the logo a whole lot, and that's kind of disappointing. But so if you haven't seen, and I can't remember what promotion it was I saw her wearing this in, but she was in some other, might have been that one of those all-female promotions or something like that. But now she's got the gold attire to it. And she had a nice little jacket. Oh, for Christ's sake. Come on, man. Work with me, people. No, I don't want that. Attire. That's what I hit the first time. What the hell? There we go. And I don't know if you can really see it with her hair in the way, but it basically says low-key legend, and it has a really cool little gold maple leaf, but you can't see it through her hair, which I'm bummed because it came out really good, and I recreated it myself. It's not like I grabbed a picture of it or anything like that because I really haven't seen a clear picture of it. But I guess I can maybe pull it up here. I don't know how good it'll look, but let's see if we can take a look at it at least. Yeah, you can't really see it too well there, but that's it right there. Low-key legend with the maple leaf. Cool design and all that, and it's all still intact. So, again, it appears to be pretty much all tattoos that are affected. And even in that all right, so let's go with that. My Goldberg, the tattoo, the barbed wire on the arm, I had to put that back on. But the chest plate that had the muscle structure and all that, that was still there. So that doesn't seem to make sense to me because that's in as a tattoo. I thought Ace was good, and then I realized he only has the one tattoo, right? I could probably just fix that. He doesn't have any other tattoos, I don't think. It's just the left arm one. But again, all of his gear is still perfectly intact. And if you look at the thumbnails, it shows that the tattoo's still there, but of course it's not. All gone. Go to appearances, upper body, left arm, edit. And then I gotta try to remember if this was high res or low res. Got a feeling it's not gonna be this. But this is pretty much what you're looking at having to do at this point in time. Or what I'm going to do, which is delete a whole bunch of them and then just re-upload them. My crush, or my blast rather, from the demolition that I was using. Now, if you were around for the build, I think I did that build online, or else I showed how I did it, one or the other. And it was all using the in-game design machine. So I would put the squares and the circles and all their stuff and just put it on there. Gone. And that took some time to layer all that to get the effect that I wanted and make it look the way it looked. It was a good 45 minutes. So that's all gone. But what I was able to do, thankfully, I recently uploaded all of the IWF stuff. So I re-downloaded him, and then it's intact. So unlike other glitches they've had with their patches, where no matter what, that's just now corrupted and people had to re-upload their creations. If you remember the one, I don't know how many patches ago, where the opacity was wiped out and everything was just like blasting. Yeah, you couldn't just download the creation again because it would also have that same problem with the opacity. So the people that cared enough to re-upload their work basically had to redo everything, refilter everything, and then repost it. And I've already found a few people that have done that over the last couple of weeks regarding that patch. Now we got a whole new patch. Well, although this one, again, all you have to do is re-download everything. Not like that's not a major pain in the ass ball buster. But at least it's not completely square zero, although it's pretty close. It's pretty fucking close. All right. By this point, I would have found it, so he must be in one of the lower res categories here. There he is. Boom. Take our opacity down just enough. see how that looks. Probably going to bring that up a little bit higher. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So the rest of them's all right. I'm not going to worry about the one with the jacket because you can't see it anyway. Then we'll go over here. Like I said, if I hadn't just finished up the story mode that I was in and the universe, rather, I would, oh boy, I'd be pissed. Fucking pissed. Upper body. It's been that kind of a day. Guys, I'm done. Got some interesting news at work today. My company will not be staying there much longer, another couple months, and they're out. My future's still up in the air. New company will be coming in to take over, and generally speaking, they usually approach the existing staff to see if there's interest. I'm not sure I want to stick around at this point or not, but I'll entertain a conversation. And who knows? But, man, I feel like I lost 20 pounds because I fucking hate my company with a passion. And they've earned this loss because they never gave a shit to begin with. They never gave a shit. As long as they were getting the checks rolling in, they were happy. And the funny thing is, this company has now lost at least 3 massive contracts in the last 60 days. So maybe the boss will have to sell his yacht and his Bentley. What a shame. All right, so that'll be good enough for old Ace. And I'll just hang on to him because I do like this one a lot. And here's the other part of the problem right now. Save and complete. Yeah, whatever. For the ones I'm deleting, and I've already deleted a bunch, like the Road Warriors, I think have already been gone, and I'm trying to figure out why Bam Bam's stuck. It's trying to say like he's in a universe mode, even though he's not. Which is another pain in the ass about 2K. In the past, you just deleted a wrestler, and if he was in a universe mode, oh well, he's not anymore. Now you have to go through, not just take him off the roster, but if he's in a tag team, you have to take him off the tag team. If he's in a feud, you have to cancel the feud. It won't just say, okay, this guy's gone now and end whatever he had going on, which never was a problem in past years. And maybe last year, I guess it was the same, I think. But when you go back to like 3 to 4 years ago, 2K17, 18, 19, probably 20, 20 had its own issues, right? It just, man, these people, and I'm using people loosely at this point. Let's see how the big boss man's looking. I was going to say, that's all in-game gear, so that should be okay. And then the facial textures and stuff like that, they're fine. They didn't disappear, which we've seen that happen in the past. Let's see what Bobby Eaton's doing. This was a pretty plain one, as a matter of fact. This is old school. Let me see. I think this one has the... See, now, I don't remember if this had that little rainbow effect thing going on or not. I mean, you got the logos on the boots. They didn't go anywhere, so it makes me think that this is pretty much the way it looked. And we can kind of double-check something. Realistically, yeah, because otherwise the thumbnail would have shown that he had the rainbow effect still going on. So, yeah, the way this was made was really old school. But again, back to my point. The old school guys you're not going to have as much problem with because they didn't have all the stuff going on. No tattoos on that. He should be fine. Let's see what old Brock's doing. Good God, I'm probably going to be fucked on Brock, I'm sure. Yeah. He got nothing. Look at baby Brock. And like I said, I'm not going to go through all the headache. So Brock's got to go too. And then what you have to do is go through all of the logos one at a time to delete them because you'll never have enough space if you just re-upload all of your wrestlers with all their logos back intact. Now you're doubling up on the logos. So this is going to be a time-consuming fucker. The best thing about it for me is I really, at this point, the only thing I'm stuck into or, doing is the Saturday morning stuff, which thankfully I got that done like 2 days ago, pre-recorded. It's posted for tomorrow morning. So that buys me a week. And even then, that's the one universe mode I did not delete because it's the least impacted. I'll end up redoing the XWF, but that's going to be on hiatus for a little while. That might be a couple weeks before we see them return again. They've earned a break, man. They've had a rough go of things with a happy ending if you're on that team. Miracles in the house. Welcome aboard. Oh, Natty's still there. Okay, well, she's doing a lot of indie work. That's kind of surprising with WWE. They don't normally do that, but she's doing her best stuff there. It's like, guys, are you watching her? It's your homegrown product. Do you want to maybe do any of this with her? Because she's killing it on that scene. Is it fixed? One King. Hold on a minute. One King. What? One King wants to know if it's fixed. They don't fix it, buddy. They break it. Don't you know this? Yeah, 2K is going to fix it. Sure they are. I'm holding my breath. Miracle. They're all there. You just can't see them anymore. The Emperor's Clothes. Let me tell you a little story. And here's how this whole thing really began. And a lot of people, of course, lost their save data again. Why? Because it's 2K. When you did the most recent patch update and then went to go into the game, you got a black screen that lasted anywhere from 5 to 12 minutes, depending, different people's experiences. I would say mine was right around that 3 to 5 minute mark where it wasn't doing anything. You weren't getting like the WWE spinning little logo thing or anything. It was just a black screen. I think the WWE logo was in the corner, but it wasn't animated in any way. And I just remember that in the past, there have been times where you actually had to sit there a bit, obnoxious amount of time, to be honest. And I had other stuff to do, so I just left the fucker there and came back after making a cup of coffee or something, and now it was up and kind of running. Well, the folks that didn't have that level of patience ended up saying, fuck you, shut it down, restart it. Well, they corrupted their save data. But that's on 2K. There should have been some sort of a message saying, please wait while we load or something. Or here's an idea. Do a patch that doesn't make the game take 10 minutes to fucking load into a black screen. I'm just, man, the fact that these fucking people have managed to keep a job. I just get so out of my mind about that. They all need to be fired. And fuck WWE. I remember EA back in the day, it's in the game. Well, 2K can say that now, too, because the WWE product is taking a massive shit lately. And that kind of reflects the game. I mean, the game's a piece of shit, so why wouldn't it be? It makes sense. It's reflecting the product. All right, so Brock's got to go, too. Or I might hang on to him and see if his magical logos reappear. That might be my test one right there. I'll leave him go. But yeah, I had to redo Demolition Axe's face a little bit, and that was all, like I said, manually done using the in-game tools to get Demolition Blast face like that. But by re-downloading him, it took care of the problem. Everything else, actually, I think his tattoos disappeared too. The eagle, let's see on the arm. Yeah, it's gone. And the face paint too. I didn't catch that the first time around. Beautiful. Alrighty then. We're gonna make you disappear. Watch this. And here's the other thing. Let's assume status is right. Let's assume that this is a correctable error. Has anybody heard from 2K? I mean, he might have, because he seems to have some sort of direct line or whatever. But has 2K posted anything on their... They hadn't as of this morning. This is the thing, folks. The community can be pretty damn forgiving. Obnoxiously so at times. If you give us a fucking clue what's happening. If you would just get out there and say, real bad mistake, we're working on it, we apologize, we're going to take care of it, give us 48 hours by the end of the week. Something. Just tell us. And then we're not deleting our universe modes. But they just don't. There's zero communication from those fuckers. Fuck off, Demolition Smash. Get away. Yeah, at this point, I might just stick with all old school roster and just give up the ghost on everything else because, man, it's just getting annoying as hell dealing with this shit every fucking year. But yeah, I'm 110% done. No matter what they put into next year's game, I am not getting it now. And fuck anyone who does. Yeah, he has a tattoo missing too, of course. I'll let him stick around. Like I said, I'll keep a handful of them. I don't need everything. And that's the other thing too. I'm not sure which tattoos are his and which ones aren't, and it's just fuck this. I mean, I know he has an eagle tattoo on the arm, but so does Smash and a couple other people, and they all look a little bit alike, so. And this Goldberg, I tell you, I love this fucking Goldberg. I forget who made it. That's what pisses me off, is I can't give the proper credit. But even if they would have put Goldberg back in the game, and there's still, I guess, rumor that they may, I would keep this Goldberg anyway, just because it's that fucking good. It would be nice to have the real entrance to go with him. Okay, this is going to be fun. Ready, set, and go. Yeah. Nothing happening. Now, for him to say that they're there, you just can't see them, maybe on PC. I don't know. But let me see. Appearance. In my worldview, then they would still be here somewhere that you could see it. I mean, how are they there, but they're not there at all? So I'm not really feeling that story. I swear I'm really tempted to just delete all of the universe mode. But then, man, that's the other problem. Then you've got to rebuild all the teams again. Ugh. I swear to God, there should be some way of having a class action lawsuit and just drag them through the court system and have them pay out a few $1 million to everyone. That's the only way. I mean, they would if you were to sue as a class action and get them for like 40 to 50 million dollars. That's the only thing that's going to fix the behavior. There's no repercussions for them. None. They do this all the time, year in, year out, and they don't pay any price for it. They haven't lost the franchise. They came close, but they didn't. WWE clearly just doesn't give a fuck. They do not care. Made it more than clear at this point. Trying to think of who has tattoos. Unfortunately, most of them don't. Oh boy, here we go. Hey Moose, what's happening, brother? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. There goes Moose. Delete superstar. Oh yes, he is. Okay, fine. I'll go back and get him later. Nemeth, he should be good. Tattoos. Oh yeah, Renegade's all fucked up. I already fixed him once. I'm gonna do it again. What? What universe is he in? I deleted that. Now I gotta go see. Hold on. I don't think he's in no universe. Oh, they put out a message. What time? I want to know what time was that message at, if you don't mind. Now I just forgot which one I was looking at. Renegade. If anything, he'd be here, but I didn't think, or maybe this is the one. It's got my old school stuff in it, so this could be it. We are aware of the problem we created. What are you doing about it? We're working on it. Yeah, but what are you gonna? Yeah, remember I already did Renegade once before because we had to do those little tassels and all this other bullshit that disappeared last time. I'm just fucking over it. So for me to delete this now, I've got to meticulously go through this thing. And he's in a rivalry, so I got to make sure I squash that too. So I got to take him off of shows, make sure he's got none. He has to have 0 allies. Got to remove those. Enemies, can't have any of those. And even if it doesn't show manager, you still have to check on it because if it's a manager, I believe in the 5, 4, and 3 slot, it won't show up. Only the 1 and 2, and maybe even the 2's not, will show up on the screen. So you got to go in there to make sure you don't have one. And apparently he's on a team. What was the team? What, Rick Steiner? The fuck team is he on? Renegade. This must have been something put together by the universe mode. So watch this. Poof! It's gone. Ah, you bitch. What the fuck? Select, motherfucker. $1 p.m. 1 p.m. So it took them over 24 hours to acknowledge anything. I'm just, man, I got nothing. See if there's anybody else in here. That's why when I make all my guides, like I did the Nasty Boys, I don't use any face scans. I don't use any, because this is the shit that you got to deal with. So rather than have to deal with, the faces all disappeared and this disappeared, that disappeared, I just keep it as bare bones as possible. That didn't even really work because using Demolition Blast, I used all their in-game stuff, and that got wiped out too, so. Oh, well. Oh, man, I'm going to lose Macklin too. That's a good Macklin, by the way. I mean, I'll re-download him, I'm sure, but whoever did that did a great job on it. So DiBiase's mining again. He's got no tattoos, so we're safe. Didn't use a facial scan of any kind. Hmm. $2K and Montezuma's Revenge. Shit that just keeps coming back. They are the drizzling shit of gaming. All right. Rivalries. You got anything for Renegade? Said he was in a rivalry. I don't remember being in one. I don't see him in one. All right, I'm going to assume he's not in a rivalry then. So, let's see if that's the other thing too. I've had times where I'll do all that, wipe it out, and then go to delete the wrestler, and you still can't do it. And then you come back 3 hours later, put the game back on, and then all of a sudden you can delete them. 2K, man. Honest to God. WWE, you need to fucking end the relationship. You need to terminate your contract. God knows you've got legal ground for it based on performance. And these motherfuckers want to micro-transition us? Everybody buy this. Go to here. Go to the island. Go to the... Fuck you, cocksucker. I'm telling you right now, man. I'll never understand those of you that go out there and grind away. I'll never understand you. God bless you if you like it, but not a chance, man. I popped over to the island the other day just because I still have all my credits from, the pre-order and every locker code that's come out since. All the free shit they've given me, I've just kept it because I'm thinking eventually what I will do is I'll buy some of the Persona cards when they come on the market. And so far, the only ones on the market are shitty ones. The only character that I really cared about that I've seen so far, and it's achievable if you want to go through their freaking, I don't even remember which version. It's not the, it's the world thing. But they have the Ultimate Warrior without any face paint. And I think he just has the little warrior logo like on his cheek or something like that, which he did that for a while. But I thought it was a cool look for him, and I thought they did a good job making it look like him. The scan was really good. So I'd like to get that. But I'm not going to grind for it. All right, back to deleting. Let's see how Renegade goes. Yeah, look at it. He's not in a universe. And then here's something else sometimes. Okay, so that's not working. Well, if I go to the deletion utility, it might work. Because sometimes it'll delete from the utility, but it won't delete from the main roster. Where must have missed him somewhere. Renegade. Where the fuck is he at? There he is. Jesus. It's affiliated with slot 3. You all just saw me, man. I just deleted everything with him in slot 3. Let's go back one more. And this is what I'm saying. It's a fucking ball buster. Just fucking delete him. If you want to tell me he's in universe mode, are you sure you want to delete him? Fine. But the fact that I can't delete him, it didn't used to be that way. The only reason I have to deal with this at all is because 2K fucked up. What am I doing? Can't even think straight anymore. This is fucking ridiculous. I might just delete the entire fucking universe. All of it. It's easier that way. Donnell Mason, what's up, buddy? It doesn't matter if you create your own wrestlers. That doesn't solve the problem. If you put tattoos on them, you've lost them. Or possibly, according to status, they're there. You just can't see them anymore. I'm not convinced on that one. Although I guess it's possible because one of the things they fixed with a recent patch, I don't think it was this one, I think it was a patch earlier, which had been a problem for months, is that, and it was, I think, specific to facial tattoos. But that once you put one on, let's say later on you wanted to go and change it, you couldn't, because when you went there, it showed you that there are no tattoos, even though there is one. So my guess is this could be in that same bucket of bullshit that they've done. All right, here we go again. Assigned shows. He's not on any shows. He got no friends, got no enemies, got no manager. So tell me again how he's in slot 3. Make sure he's not part of another team, maybe. Maybe he's on more than one team. Fucking universe mode shit. But just the fact that you got to do all this just to delete a wrestler. Holy shit. Nope. So he's not in a team, not in a universe, not in a feud, but he's tied to this slot. One more time on rivalries just to make sure. If he was going to be one, he'd be here. Not in a tag team. Not listed to a show. Not in a rivalry. 99% sure he ain't holding a title. Unless Universe Mode did something when I wasn't paying attention. Not holding a title. All right. Gonna try and delete him one more time. And now it works. I didn't do anything. I changed nothing. But now he'll delete it. This is what I'm talking about. This fucking company, go fuck yourselves, man. Just bend over, take it up the ass the way you should, the way you probably do every other day. Man, I am so absolutely tired of 2K. They are mind-numbing, soul-sucking bunch of motherfuckers. With some of these guys, like with Macklin, I'm going to let it ride for a little bit and see what this next patch does, if it fixes these issues. That'll save me time at least, not having to re-upload all of that shit. And like I said, now I got to go through all the images and delete them. And that is a tedious thing. God. Like I said, the more things change, the more they stay 2K. Oh, yeah. So how was your day? Arif, what's up, man? What's up, brother? All right. Well, I don't know. I just don't know. I think I'm done for tonight with this. I might let it just, like I said, I'm taking a little bit of a break anyway. And I'll wait for this next patch to see if it fixes shit or not. And if not, I think I'm just going to delete all of the universe mode and just make one universe mode that'll have the old school stuff on it and fuck the rest. I wanted to do something with the TNA WWE, but because God knows they're not. I wanted to do something with that. I saw some opportunities to have some fun with that. But damn it, if there's fun to be had, 2K is going to find a way to stick a dick in it. Well, folks, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Come in tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We're going to have our Saturday morning Superstars of Wrestling. It's a banger with a very interesting main event. And that's all I'll say about that. Got some debuts, some rejoining of talent. Yeah, I mean, that might be a point, too, is just going back to one of the old titles. Like I said, I've been just playing tons and tons of Dying Light 2. So I'll probably... I just started yesterday, The Last of Us 2, which I played through it in the past. But in case you hadn't heard, one of the things Naughty Dog did, and I don't give them too much credit in the last few years because of everything they did with Last of Us 2, how badly they destroyed the characters and the story and everything else. But what they did with the game is they re-released it with a version of Last of Us 2 that's chronological. Instead of all these flashbacks and cutscenes and things like that, it literally now is a game that just goes from start to finish the way the first one did. And I got to tell you, I've only played about an hour of it. It's kind of, it's an improvement. They should have released it this way. I think if they would have released it this way, it may not have gotten the same heat. Hard to say. I mean, you're still going to have the death of a major character, and that pissed a lot of people off, understandably. And by the way, cheers to Bella Ramsey. Way to tank it. Apparently, they have canceled season 3 because she is so disgusting and such an inept actor that the ratings tanked drastically and they just decided they're not going to invest money, which is really unfortunate for the young girl whose name I can't think of right now that played Abby, because the fans love her, as opposed to the video game where they absolutely hate Abby and everything about her. And everyone is saying, and I can't remember this girl's name, I feel terrible, but the girl who played Abby in the TV series, they're all saying she should have been Ellie. That would have been a perfect Ellie. And they had a chance, because from season 1 to season 2 in the video game, like 5 years have gone by. Well, Bella Ramsey did not age 5 years. She aged about 6 months. Her acting is exactly the same as the first year character, so there's no change there. You don't see any darker side. She's just not good. And she's homely as hell, okay? You ain't got to be a looker, but you got to be attractive at least. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. That girl's freaking, she got a forehead you could put a movie theater on. She got a 5 head. Anyway, I think I'm going to go do maybe some Last of Us 2 and continue that on in chronological order. Because I had enough of 2K. That's for damn sure. Thank you guys for stopping by, checking it out, venting, frustrating, listening to me vent and frustrate, and we'll be back in the not-too-distant future. Again, tomorrow morning it's already set. It's in the can. It's uploaded, and it will go, every time I think I'm out, he pulls me back in. Please, radio in-house. They could have replaced her, yes. I was just wrapping up, too. Look at this shit. What's up, Blaze? It wasn't a big rant, honestly. I just don't give a fuck anymore. I really don't. I'm beyond giving any fucks. Like I said, I just wrapped up my big series last week and brought it to fruition, and everything's good, and the winner, now everyone knows who won and who lost, and I was going to take a week or so off anyway just because I put so much time into that series and kind of just collect myself a bit, and then this all happened, and I'm literally just deleting the whole universe mode, all of it. It's just, I was actually thinking about you, though, because I know you do all your own original characters that your people build and upload, and then you grab them so that they can be, and I'm guessing this has to have fucked with your roster quite a bit. How bad is the damage? I have an epidemic in my universe where everyone who has ink on their skin is just gone. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the 2K virus going on right now. There's ink repellent all over the place. So according to status, all of those tattoos are still there. You just can't see them. But that the patch that will come eventually between, like now and next elections may fix that. So in your case, I know you're going to hang tight because, what are you going to do? In my case, I just said fuck all of you, and I deleted a bunch of the wrestlers. Now, as I've said, if I like Road Warriors, I got rid of them. But if I go and download them again, then everything will be fine. At least until the next patch. 90 different people's creations. That's what I'm saying. So you're really fucked. It's just no one has tattoos. They still fight the same. And There's a fix on the way. You will understand, I'm sure, if I have zero faith in them fixing anything at this point in history. And had they announced that 24 hours ago when the problem was recognized, then maybe I wouldn't have deleted my universe mode and 20 different wrestlers. Maybe I wouldn't have. But there was no communication until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Because that's what 2K does. They fuck it up. They don't take accountability for it. They do not offer us anything in the way of compensation whatsoever. Fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. Put all of them on a plane, send them over to a E6 conference somewhere, and let that son of a bitch go down in the friggin' middle of the desert. Dude, the number of people that follow 2K in Discord, I guarantee you, I mean, I don't know the number, but I guarantee you it is going to be a fraction of the ones following on X. Which voice is louder? And not for anything, they should be posting it on all the social medias. Do they not have a social media department? Accountability, dude. You want 2K to take accountability? Tell me the last time they did. I'll wait. I can't wait that long. It's going to be a long time because they never take accountability. Ever. I mean, there's no denying that they fucked up. But you're never going to hear them say, you know what, because we've caused such an inconvenience, and this is just part of the inconvenience, again, and I'm sure you went through the same thing. I'm curious, after the patch, and you fire up the game for the first time, everyone I've talked to had the black screen of death. The thing that is differing is some people had the black screen for a few minutes, like myself, about 3.5 to 4 minutes. And other people said they waited over 10 minutes before the game fired up. Did you have that problem? And if so, how long? Because for the folks that gave up after like 5 or 6 minutes and shut their shit down to reboot it, they ended up losing all their saved data. It got corrupted. Like I said earlier, the only thing that fixes this, 2 words, class action. They got to get hit for $50 million. They've got to get hit where it hurts to force them to be responsible, accountable. Yeah, you see, that's the thing, Retro. I remembered that from 24 when it was happening this week. And I remember saying to myself, oh, yeah, this has happened in the past. You just got to sit here and fucking wait. Go do your taxes or something in the meantime. And that's the way that works, though. Oh, so you gave up after 5 minutes. Wow, you're lucky. You're lucky because a lot of the people that gave up waiting, and I was right there. I was so close to backing out. But I was working on some video editing or something like that, and I'm like, fuck it, just let it sit there. I don't give a shit anymore. Retro, you didn't have the black screen after this last patch, the 1.18? You're the first person I've heard say that. Everyone had the black screen that I've talked to.
Reckless child, I keep buzzing electric fire.
Oh, you rebooted a few times. Okay. Burnout. Yeah, that's kind of where I've been getting. That's pretty much where I've been getting. Like I said, doing that XWF, IWF thing kept me busy. And I enjoyed it. I had fun with that. But it had run its course. And somebody had to go. Miracle, I've talked to a lot of people. Every one of them had the black screen. The only thing that differed was the length of time. Yeah, Retro, I mean, doing too much of anything will burn out. Well, maybe not anything, but, you know. All right, boys and girls, and children of all gauges. I am burnt out. The 3 beers might have had something to do with that, too. I'm not sure. But I'm going to call it. It's time to step away. Make sure you find time each day, not with 2K, but with any other company, to say game on. We'll catch you on the next one. Be good. See you.